So, so welcome to the lecture for the subject power electronics, and the topic in this session is bipolar junction transistor, its steady state characteristics and switching characteristics. Right. So it's a, look at the uh, structure here. It is a power BJT. So power in the sense, as I said you before, it depends upon the operating levels. Okay. So it is a three-layer device. Okay, so which consists of N layer, P layer, and again N layer. Okay, so the terminals are base, which is denoted as B here. You can see in figure B also there. So base is denoted as B, collector is denoted as C here, and the emitter is E. So and their respective currents. So for the base, it is base current, and for the collector terminal, it is a collector current, and for the emitter terminal, it is a emitter current. Okay, that is a bipolar junction transistor. That is either we can prefer NPN or PNP. So I hope we know that mostly we prefer NPN configuration. So that is a CE configuration. Okay, so this is nothing but a CE configuration. In major applications, they prefer CE. Okay, so we are not bothered about the other configurations. So this is the structure of the power BJT. So you can have a glance here. So terminals are base denoted by B, that is the input terminal. So collector, where the output or the load is connected here between a collector and emitter there. Okay, so and the third terminal is emitter. So mostly it is connected to at the ground. Okay, so it is a three layers with two junctions. So two junctions in the sense between P and N a junction is formed, that is J1 here, and between N and P again another junction, two junction. So from this, what we have to write from the symbol of a power BJT. So it is a three terminal switch. So what are the terminals? Base, collector, emitter. So mostly NPN type is preferred, and it is a two junction layers. It has a two junctions, J1 and J2. Okay, so that is the case. And between base and emitter, input is connected, and between collector and emitter, output is connected. That is, a load is connected. So that is how the information of the BJT here. See next. So look at the figure here. It is the circuit configuration. Okay, earlier it is a symbol. So from the symbol we have to write the terminals. What are the observations made? That is, what about the junctions? What about the layers? What are the input terminals and what are the output terminals? But coming to circuit configuration, so we are drawing the resistances here in addition to that. So I'll explain you the figure A here. Listen carefully. So as I said you, this is the base part. Okay, so here the arrow is indicated downwards. It is nothing but an emitter here. Mostly it is connected to the ground. In the we have, since we have preferred the C configuration, and this is the collector terminal. Okay, so it is considered as the load terminals. Okay, so where the load is connected here. And coming to the remaining terms, so what is VB here? Base voltage. Okay, and IB is the respective current, base current, input current. Okay, so this is the input for this BJT. And for the input, so there exists some internal resistance. Okay, so practically if you see any switch there, okay, so separately there will not be any resistor or capacitor or something else. So we have to consider it as internal resistance. Okay, if there is no internal resistance, means what does it mean? R is 0. Okay, so I'm explaining you somewhat complex గా చెప్తున్నాను, but try to understand here. సో ఆర్బి ఆర్సి అంటే ఫిజికల్గా రెసిస్టర్స్ ఉండవు మీకు ఇచ్చిన ఒక ట్రాన్సిస్టర్స్లో అండి. ఓకే, సో దెర్ విల్ నాట్ బి ఎనీ రెసిస్టెన్సెస్ ఇన్ యువర్ but any switch there, but it has some internal resistance. So we should consider that because it plays an important role in the performance of the switch. If the internal resistance are high, obviously the losses also will be high. Okay, so right, so for the input part, there is an internal resistance. We have considered as RB here. And look at the other terminals, collector. So there exists the collector current, that is a load current, that is a IC here. And internal resistance, again output terminal has the internal resistance, that is RC. Okay, and there is no uh, resistance across, sorry, the resistance in the I emitter terminal. Okay, so only input and output we have considered the resistances. Now ground terminal is considered with the resistances. Okay, so we'll see the nomenclature once. So what is the nomenclature here? VB is the base voltage, IB is the resistance. Coming to collector, RC is the collector resistance, IC is the collector current. And look at the, yes, E terminal, collector, sorry, emitter terminal, IE is the emitter current. Okay, so but coming to the voltage, so we have to know the performance. As I said you before, performance characteristics kavali lekapothe, sorry, we need to draw the steady state characteristics, or we need to draw the input means, input characteristics means VB, voltage across base and emitter. So if we practically, whatever the input is supplied, it has to be appeared across this base and emitter, but there will be some difference. See, in the grid, already the voltage will be 240. Suppose our input voltage will be 240, but when it's coming to the load, it will not be 240. It will be around 220 or 230, or some difference will be there. So likewise here also, whatever the input voltage applied to the base may not be equal to across base and emitter, because these are the input terminals. Okay, so this is the voltage across base and emitter. Next, what about output voltage? So output voltage here in the sense VC, oh sorry, VCC. But what about across the, so sorry, consider VCC as the terminal voltage. Okay, so that is the external voltage we are supplying. And what about the output voltage in the sense VCE, voltage across collector and emitter. Okay, I repeat once again for the last time. VB is the base voltage, IB is the base current, RB is the base resistance. Okay, VB is the voltage across base and emitter. VC is the voltage across collector and emitter. RC is the internal resistance through the collector terminal. IC is the collector current. Okay, and VCC is the terminal voltage here, or voltage applied for the collector terminal. Okay, and VBC is the voltage across base and collector. So this is about the circuit configuration, and we need to analyze the performance. Okay, so like as we have discussed in the diode part, so we have to draw the input characteristics and output characteristics. So input characteristics in the sense, what are the input terminals? As we now discussed all those things, what are the terminals? What should be the input between VBE and IB? So voltage and current. So we want to draw the VI characteristics. What is V there? Voltage. Which voltage? Voltage across which terminals? That is base and emitter. Okay, so VB. And what about the current? So current through the input terminals, that is B. IB is the input current. Okay, so right. So initially, if you want to test the performance of this BJT, so apply the voltage. So if I keep on increasing the base emitter voltage, so what about the base emitter current? Sorry, base current. So it is also rising here. Okay, and what about VC means it is fixed there. Okay, so second. So with increase in VB, the current, base current, input current keep on rising with respect to VB with a fixed VC. So likewise, for example, if VC is 2 volts, so this dotted line represents the one performance. If VC is 5 volts, if VC is 6, 7, 8, likewise, for a different fixed voltages of output, we can rise this input voltage. So that means where it is practically applicable means, look at the, if we consider a charger there, consider an adapter. Okay, so if there is any input fluctuations, so or consider a stabilizer. Suppose you might be connecting a stabilizer to your television. input there will be some fluctuations, but output voltage should be constant so that your appliances will be saved there. Okay, I hope you can follow. So likewise, this input fluctuations will not disturb the output voltage. So that is one of the best application for this BJT input characteristics. Okay, consider adapter also. If you have connected a charger to the power to any socket there, and your mobile is connected, if there are input fluctuations, AC fluctuations are there, but your adapter or your charger which you have connected is able to stabilize and provide a constant voltage to your mobile, means it is fine. Or else what happens if the output voltage changes, means your device may get damaged. So this is one of the application. Okay, so this is the performance of input characteristics. So that is our needed application. So coming to the output. Okay, so coming to the output characteristics, what is the case here? With input with fixed input. Okay, so the output collector emitter voltage is raised there. Okay, so what about collector current? See, look at here. If initially the base current is zero, base current in the sense input current is zero. Okay, so this is the curve. So that means input zero means what does it mean? Input current zero means circuit is opened, there is no current, but there will be some leakage current will be there, collector current. Okay, forget about IB0 case. Look at IB1 with some fixed current. Let us consider this IB1 as 1 amp. So this is the performance for IB2, for IB3, IB4, IB5 means for different fixed level of currents. Okay, so what about the collector emitter voltage and collector current? This is the output characteristics. So output in the sense between VCE and IC. Okay, so from this what we have to notice, so what we observe here, for listen carefully here, for any particular value, that is for particular base current, even though if you are exceeding the voltage output voltage, there is no rise in current. The collector current is constant here. See, this y-axis is collector current, this x-axis is collector emitter voltage. This IB1, IB2, IB3, IB5 means for a fixed input voltage, I'm sorry, for a fixed input base current. Okay, so even though if we keep on rising also, the current is not rising here, it is remaining constant. Okay, and every time it follows the same path. Suppose if I fixed the value IB2 is 2 amps, again if I keep on increasing the output voltage, the current is constant. The collector current is initially it is rising, but after that it is constant. So so overall this is the performance of, or the input steady state characteristics of power BJT. So in next class we'll see the switching characteristics. So thank you.